Well, after I replaced the battery, I did some checking online, and turns out that BMWs aren't smart enough to know that you've replaced the battery, and you have to actually tell it that you've replaced the battery. And to do that, they want you to go to a BMW dealership, of course, or you can download an app. And if you have one of these guys, there's a little OBD Link MX Plus. That's what this one is. They have other ones that work with the app. The app is called Bimmertool or Bimmertool. So, however that's pronounced. You can download that tool. There's I guess a pro version and a light version. The light version supposedly can register the battery. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and let me show you how. So I'm kind of assuming that you know how to use one of these. And if you don't, it's really pretty simple. It's Bluetooth. You can hook it to your phone, or you can buy a cheap Android like I did. I prefer to buy these little cheap Androids. They're about 50, 60 bucks from Amazon, and use these instead of my phone. So anyways, buy one of these, download the app, and connect this via Bluetooth. And then we take this guy, and we're gonna go ahead and plug her into the OBD2 port, which is a little hard to see. And there we go. There's the OBD2 port. It's generally covered with this. And pop that guy in, and you see we've got power, so that's good. We don't want to start the engine, but we do want it in the run position. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the key in, and then without putting our foot on the brake, we're going to hit the start button. Now it's in the run position. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select our car. So we hit that. It's a 7 Series. It is a E65, 66. It is a 2008. And we're just going to say OK. It will auto detect. Then we're going to hit this connect button over here. And let's see here. We need to switch that to Bluetooth. We're going to choose that Bluetooth device, and we're going to hit connect. So what we need to do is go to service functions, and then we understand and agree. Then we're going to choose motor and new battery registration. And it tells us only available in the full version. So I have to pay the $16 for the full version. Even though their ad on Play says that you don't need to. Alright, well, let me do that, and then and I'll get back to you. Alright, now that I've paid for it and have the $16 version of this, let's try this again. And engine, new battery registration, and we're just going to hit execute. And yes. And I guess that's it. All that for that. Pretty anticlimactic. Alright, let's go try it and see if it starts. Alright, so we have registered the battery now. And I still don't expect it to start. I'm fairly positive this thing has a bad starter, but let's give it a shot. Push the key in, turn the radio off. It says it's good. Foot on the brake and hit the start. And it grinds and does nothing. Yep, nothing. Alright, well, that settles that. It's gonna need a starter. Wasn't really expecting that registering the battery would make the car magically start. I mean, that was kind of wishful thinking. But, you know, register the battery. It's what you have to do on a BMW. And quite frankly, for 16 bucks, it was totally worth it. It's a nice little app. It's got tons of other features. It can clear trouble codes, look at trouble codes. So for 16 bucks, definitely worth it. If you went and registered your battery at a dealership, I'm sure it would cost you a whole lot more than that. So, you know, that thing's, you know, easy peasy. So anyway, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys down the road. Okay, so it seems pretty impossible to find a place where there's no glare on the screen, so